shape. Seco. Lots of grades fired. Okay.
Adjust that.
Roger, 0G, and I feel fine. Capsule is turning around. Oh, that view is tremendous.
Roger, turnaround has started.
Roger, capsule turning around, and I could see the booster during turnaround just a couple of 100 yards behind me. It was beautiful.
Roger, 7. You have a go. At least 7 orbits.
Roger, understand go for at least 7 orbits.
Astronaut John Glenn is in orbit, 100 miles above the Atlantic. 17,545 miles an hour, 5 miles a second. 22 minutes after liftoff, lunchtime in space, over Kano, Nigeria. Across the emerging nations of Africa. Then Zanzibar. And out over the vast Indian Ocean into a sunset scene from space. 53 minutes after liftoff, Mouchet, Australia.
Roger, Friendship 7. Mouchet, Capcom.
Roger, how you doing, Gordo? We're doing real fine up here. Everything is going very well. Over.
Any symptoms of vertigo or nausea at all? Over.
Negative. No symptoms whatsoever. I feel fine. Over.
So.
Just to my right, I can see a big pattern of lights, apparently right on the coast. I can see the outline of a town and a very bright light just to the south of it. On down.
And Rockingham, you're saying there.
Roger, the lights show up very well, and thank everybody for turning them on, will you?
You sure will, John.
The world had turned its lights and its heart on. Across the dark Pacific and into the sunrise off the California coast.
And just as I looked back up out the window, I had literally thousands of small luminous particles swirling around the capsule and going away from me at maybe 3 to 5 miles per hour.
Across the United States in 8 minutes. White Sands, New Mexico, Corpus Christi, Texas, Eglin, Florida, Cape Canaveral. The flight continues. Orbit number 2, around the world in 88 minutes.
Affirmative. I am go for the next orbit.
Roger, understand. At present time, ground concurs.
In Mercury control, a decision. Commit the spacecraft to a third orbit.
Good afternoon, 7. Reading you loud and clear. Roger, this is Friendship 7 has the Cape in sight down there. It looks real fine from up here.
I can see the whole state of Florida just laid out like on a map. Beautiful. Even from this position out here, I can still see clear back to the Mississippi Delta.
Orbit number 3. Out in the Atlantic, the recovery forces are ready. The Atlantic. Columbus crossed it in 3 months. Lindbergh in 33.5 hours. John Glenn in 14 minutes. For the third time, the Mercury tracking network receives complete data from the spacecraft. data which is instantly transmitted to the Goddard Space Flight Center near Washington, fed into the computers for reduction and immediate retransmission to Mercury Control at Cape Canaveral. The entire process requires less than 30 seconds. At Cape Canaveral, the time is 1:43 p.m. At Mouchet, Australia, it's 1:43 a.m. But no one is asleep.
This is Friendship 7. In 45 more seconds, I'd like to have you send a message for me, please. Over. I want you to send a message to the director, or to the commandant, U.S. Marine Corps in Washington. Tell him I have my 4 hours required flight time in for the month, and request flight jet be established for me. Over.
For the third time, John Glenn sees the sun rise out of the trackless Pacific. Then it is time to fire the retro rockets that will slow the spacecraft and bring it back to Earth.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire.
Roger. Retros are firing.
Yeah, baby.
Are they ever? It feels like I'm going back toward Hawaii.
The Mercury team at Cape Canaveral reaches a crucial decision.
Texas, Capcom Cape Flight.
Go ahead, Cape Flight, go ahead.
We have decided to re-enter with the pack on. He will have to crank in the periscope manually and override manually the 05G relay, which should be at a ground elapsed time of 044353. Can you give him that message, please, Glamis?
Roger, we can do. While we're doing that, we're not sure whether or not your landing bag is deployed. We feel it's far safer to re-enter with the retro package on. We see no difficulty at this time in that type of re-entry. Over.
Roger. Understand.
As the spacecraft arcs down over the United States, the minutes seem like hours.
This is Friendship 7, a real fireball outside. Okay, Friendship 7, do you receive? Over. Okay, we're through the peak G now. 7, this is Cape. What's your general condition? You feeling pretty well? My condition is good, but that was a real fireball, boy. I had great chunks of that retro pack breaking off all the way through. 7, this is Cape. As you in, you will be within 1 mile of the uprange destroyer. Recovery weather is very good. Over. Roger, understand. Friendship 7, going to drogue early. It's a rocky performance. Drogue came out. Drogue is out. Roger, drogue came out at 30,000 in about a 90-degree yaw. Roger, is the drogue holding on? Roger, drogue looks good. Roger, re-entry checklist complete. Standing by for main at 10. Roger. Coming down on 10, snorkels are open. Roger, understand, snorkels open. Roger. Main chute is on green. Chute is out in reach condition at 10,800 feet in. Beautiful chute. Chute looks good. On O2 emergency, and the chute looks very good. Rate of descent has gone to about 4.2 feet per second. The chute looks very good.